Hello, and welcome to the Barren Breaks. Okay, so made it to Connolly Street in Armidale, and this is the street where Peter Allen grew up for the first 14 years of his life. The only problem is I don't know which house. It's not clear. It doesn't seem to show up on Google. I asked the visitor centre, and they gave me a map, and so it's between Faulkner and Marsh, according to the visitor centre. And they've even put this dot. So they put this dot here. You can see that pink dot. That's actually between Faulkner and Marsh, which is where Barren is now. And so presumably it's one of these houses, but it's not clear which one. So let's just look at all the houses now. Anyway, we'll do a rear. Okay, so here's a rear. So this is the street. So that down here, you can see the crossroad there. The car's coming out. There's a crossroad, which is Marsh. And at the other end, there's Faulkner. So it's somewhere in between. I don't think it's going to be listed on the house, and maybe no one really cares except for Barren. But yeah, no one really just sort of does this sort of thing anyway. But yeah, we could just sort of walk the street, and I don't know. There's a few construction sites. You know, it could be one of those houses. So I don't know, unless someone can somehow do a Google and find out which number Connolly Street Peter Allen grew up, then I guess we're never really going to know exactly. I mean, I guess it should be a historic house, but it's just not. Oh, there's a dog there. Get this in the country. Yeah, really don't know. But anyway, at least we've walked the street now, and maybe that's the best we can do. Nothing's perfect. Let's do a front. Okay, so we've got we're heading to we're heading to Tenterfield. So why is Tenterfield famous? Because of the song, and I believe it reflected his dad. I think his dad suicided. Is that right? Shot himself with a gun or something. I remember reading. So. I think it was an alcoholic, his dad, but just check on that. And I think the song Tenterfield Saddler was reflecting that if you read the lyrics. And that song became quite famous. But the most famous was the I Still Call Australia Home. That had international recognition, and in fact you'll find that song posted on Barren's wall. Now of course The Boy From Oz, massive hit, probably the best, I don't know, all time, I don't know about all time, but certainly big hit. When was that? Was that 30 years ago? Probably 20 to 25 years ago in Sydney. I think Todd McKenney, because I think Barren actually went to that. Hello? There's this dog there with a tennis ball. Yeah, so I think that was Todd McKenney, and then Hugh Jackman in Broadway. Hugh Jackman played Peter Allen in Broadway. Anyway, that's what Barren's latest research is pointing to. But yes, he grew up in Armidale. So I was born in. I mean, I could even go to the hospital where he was born, but he grew up in Armidale and was performing gigs. I could even go to I could even look at the hotel where he's performing gigs is actually under renovation now. But he was performing gigs at the age of 9. It's in the mall. It's in the East Mall, which is basically the centre of Armidale, and performing at the age of 9 or 10. And it's the second oldest mall in Australia. Of course, Martin Place being the oldest mall. And then obviously moved to Armidale, moved to Tenterfield. At 14, so I guess what's that? That would be high school, wouldn't it? Tenterfield, and of course Barren's staying at the Peter Allen Motel Inn for the next couple of nights, and arrive there later on tonight. So I'll be able to do some more research and ask the managers and so on at the hotel, and we can maybe get a bit more insight into the life of a Peter Allen. And of course, yes, he was. I believe he was gay and contracted HIV, AIDS, And that's where I guess there was a lot of sort of controversy, wasn't there, because people weren't clear that he had sort of AIDS and so on, and I think that came out in the Boy from Oz. I think that was depicted in the musical The Boy from Oz. But again, I'm going to have to do a bit more research because I don't know. Been talking goats and Ash Bardis and tennis, and yeah, I don't really focus on these sort of individual artists from country New South Wales, Armidale. But yeah, again, it is pretty big. Peter Allen, big, and so where's the connection with Rio? I don't know. Maybe maybe obviously went to Rio to perform. Maybe that's when he become internationally acclaimed. I don't know. I have to have a look. Now Barron. Yes. Now, why didn't Barron go to Rio? That is a good point. Went to Sao Paulo, had a conference. In fact, had the John Nash conference back in 2010. And again, it was the conference for the 60th birthday, I guess, of the Nash Equilibrium by the Brazilian Game Theory Society. In fact, there were 4 Nobel Prize presenters there: Robert Orman, Roger Myson, Eric Maskin, and of course John Nash. And that's when Barron again was talking about this Kelly equilibrium and so on. And but so why didn't Barron go to Rio? Well, I don't know. I guess I was sort of working and sort of didn't have the time. But yeah, should have gone to Rio. It's not that far from Sao Paulo. I agree. Goazi Falls is quite a long way, but Rio is quite close. So I don't know. Maybe a missed opportunity there. But yes, did stop at Santiago on the way back, and in fact that's when the Pablo Neruda, in fact, visited the Pablo Neruda house in Santiago de Chile, and certainly we're seeing on a trip to if you pass through Santiago de Chile. Okay, so look, maybe we'll leave it there. I'm not going to find this house, so yeah. I mean, again, we'll do a Rio. So it's in the street, and it's between Faulkner. There's Faulkner there. That's Faulkner. And then if you go to the other street and Marsh, you can see cars there at the kind of the roundabout. So it is a house within the street, and Barron's walked the street now. So yeah, you decide. Okay, I think we'll leave it there. And that was the Van Breaks.